activism need to be about keeping these commandments.
This is not what I expected out of them. The true Bible, the book of our fathers.
Right. The Most High has given us guidance on what we need to do.
It's Officer Eli.
It's Officer Nahshon.
Officer Ezekiel.
The Israelite man is a miracle, and that's what we want to talk about now, because the reason why I'm going over this is because everybody, especially all of the members of the nation of Israel, especially the women, they need to understand that the black man is the target of all war. Okay, not even though they're after our women as well, but they know that if the black man is dead, there is no black woman, and our women need to understand that. There is no getting the kingdom without your man, sister. Right. So that's what you need to understand. So let's get into it. Let's put that book up there. I had this book for a while. Let's talk about it. They stole it, but you must return it. Okay, that's the name of this book, and it's written by this brother, this doctor named Dr. Richard Williams. Okay, so they stole it. The actual title is White America. It's a White America. They stole it because white America, white folks, Esau. They stole our heritage. They stole our nationality. They stole our land. They stole everything from us. Stole our mind. We ain't got our mind no damn more. Right. They stole all of that. But we must return our land. We must return our culture. We must return our heritage. We must return our identity. We must return our mind and our people. We must get it back. Okay, go ahead. Let's go inside the book. Let's go inside the book. We'll talk about this black man now. Let's read that.
Chapter 1.
In the book, chapter 1, same book. Come on, read that.
They stole it, but you must return it.
Mm-hmm.
They stole it, but you must return it.
Now jump down to the black America.
Yes, sir. Second paragraph. Black America. You are a miracle.
The black man, the Israelite man, is a miracle. And it's going to tell you why it's referring to saying that the black man is a miracle. Meaning, when I say the black man, again, I'm talking about the men of the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Mexicans, the Argentinians, the so-called American Indians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, the Negroes, the West Indians, Haitians, all of these is talking about black America. Go ahead.
You are the product of the greatest survivors on earth.
Let's zoom in. Just think about that. The black man, the Israelite man, we are the product. We are the result. That's what the product means. Mm-hmm. We are the result of the greatest survivors on earth. What will we produce from when it says that you are the product? What was the mechanism that produced us? Castrations, rape, robbery, murder, lied to, hangings, lynchings. Out of all of those things, we still survived that thing, and we are called the product of all of those terrible atrocities. So we are the product of the greatest survivors of all these terrible atrocities. Read that again, Black America.
Black America, you are a miracle.
Go ahead.
You are the product of the greatest survivors on earth.
Go ahead.
For any group to experience
the cruelty.
Any people.
The so-called Jews have not experienced this. For any group, go ahead, to experience what?
To experience the cruelty.
The cruelty, this cruel beast. Go ahead.
Brutality.
The brutality. Go ahead.
And wickedness.
These lynchings, hangings, burnings, castrations, being mated us like cattle. All of these things happened to us. Dragged in the streets until we was hamburger, basically. Go ahead.
That was thrust upon you by white America.
For black men, for the Israelite men to have to go through all of this stuff by white America, go ahead.
And survive the experience with any semblance of sanity is a miracle.
For us to come out of all of that craziness and for us to even have a glimmer of sanity is a miracle. We're all supposed to be crazy. Every last one of us is supposed to be in an insane asylum. None of us is supposed to even be able to talk. We are, with all of these kinds of atrocities that happened to us, and these atrocities came down through generations. Even to us right now, men and women are suffering from the atrocities that happened to us when we came over here on those slave ships. Read.
But that survival experience
although it's a miracle, Because people might say, oh, well, there's nothing really wrong with you. You're okay. That was years ago. That's the miracle that's talking about. But in reality, we are messed up. Our minds are messed up. We have not healed. It's just a miracle that we are not completely dead in our brains. That's why it says that in Revelation, it says that they shall not put their dead bodies in graves because we are still alive physically, but our minds are dead as a result of what we're reading here. Okay? It says, but what? But that survival.
But that survival
That's
experience.
the miracle. The miracle is just us merely surviving. So it ain't that it's not like we survived with all our qualities intact. All of our characteristics about who we really are was destroyed in slavery. So we just have a glimmer of a little bit of sanity. And that's called a miracle because with all of this evil that happened to us, all of us are supposed to be straight up dead. Right. We ain't supposed to be alive at all. Nobody else could have went through this here. You're talking about some Holocaust. The Holocaust was us. The real Holocaust was what happened to the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. That's the Holocaust that the Bible is really talking about. Read. But that what?
But that survival experience has left some long-lasting consequences.
Long-lasting, meaning down through the veins of our mothers that bathed our brains in her womb. We came out with the sickness from birth because of these things that was caused in our mother's brains during the time when they was cutting our stomachs open and making our women, while they were pregnant, watch terrible atrocities. That's recorded in this book as well. Go ahead, read.
But that survival experience has left some long-lasting consequences. Consequences that affect black Americans today.
That affect us, that affect the 12 tribes of Israel today. Keep that in mind. These long-lasting consequences is what is affecting us to this very moment. The very problems that you see that's going on in our households is because of the brutality, because of the wickedness, because of the cruelty. These experiences that we went through, these things have brought on the consequences that we feel even to this very day. As we're trying to repent, as we're trying to get ourselves together, we're still battling these consequences that's affecting us today, to this very day. We're still going through these things. Now, let's come out of this. What did white America do to the black mother? This is what I was talking about earlier, so I did put it up here. Let's read that. This is part of the cruelty and the brutality and the evil that was done upon us. This is what it's talking about. These are one of the things that caused the very consequences that we have to this day. Read.
Chapter 3. What did white America do to the black mother? Nobody knows the trouble I seen. The slaves experienced a breaking in period.
The so-called black men. They call us slaves. We're not slaves. We're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Right. But it's making a point to say who is it talking about. It's talking about those of us that was brought over here on the slave ships. Read that again.
The slaves experienced a breaking in period.
Go ahead.
During this period, it was the purpose of the slave owners to break
the so-called white man. Go ahead. White America, so you can understand. It was the purpose of white America. To this very day, this is still their purpose. Go ahead.
To break the spirit.
Even now, we say we're the Israelites. They're trying to break our spirit from sin. It's the same damn thing. Same thing. Go ahead. Read that again.
During this period, it was the purpose of the slave owners to break the spirits of their captives and mold them into accepting.
And mold them into Negroes. Mold them into what you see out here in society. Like a wild beast running through the black communities, shooting each other, selling dope to each other, stripping our women's clothes off, raping them, leaving them babies, no father, no nothing. That's what they needed to make us into. Read that statement. Come on.
To break the spirits of their captives and mold them into accepting the slave owners' inhumane expectations.
Inhumane, the sick bastard. That's what it's talking about. His inhumane expectation. He expected us to be stripped from who we really are and to turn us into some damn beasts. Read.
To accomplish this.
So this is one of the ways that they sought to accomplish turning us into demons, turning us into a wild, running around the ghetto, what up, like them damn commercials of brothers, shoot them up. This is how did they accomplish that? By what we're about to read now. Read.
To accomplish this, blacks were forced to watch some of the cruelest acts ever witnessed by mankind.
Go ahead.
One such act was a forced tying of a naked black pregnant woman to a tree.
First of all, they ripped all her clothes off. So first of all, she's naked. So her dignity about her having a modest, keeping her body covered up and all that, that's gone. They said we're going to display. That's the reason why our sisters are so lewd with just showing their ass all over the place, because we had no control over our bodies. Read that again. Read that statement again.
One such act was a forced tying of a naked black pregnant woman to a tree.
Go ahead.
The scared stares of her fellow slaves must have been pain to her mind.
And back then, the stares of her fellow brothers looking at her stripped naked body was a pain to her mind. Today, it's no pain at all. We're proud of it. Today, we just display our behinds like it's nothing. But back then, when we had some semblance of sanity, that was a shame to us. That bothered us. And when the sister is tied up, she sees the brothers looking at her.
Right.
The only people that's supposed to see her body like that is her husband.
Right.
But now she's on display before everybody. And she said, look how my brothers are looking at me. And knowing that she's going to die. So these are some of the things that have permeated inside the psyche of our people to destroy our process of common sense. Read.
The sun that once soothed her must have been pain to her body. But the greatest pain of all must have been the sight of the white maniac, the slave owner. For in his hand was a large knife.
For in his hand, this maniac had a large knife. Go ahead.
This knife announced pain and death.
Meaning that they knew what that knife was about. The sister that was tied to the tree with her naked body, with her stomach full of new life, pregnant. She knew what that knife represented. Right. And the scared men that's watching, they can't even help her. She's looking for them. She said, these are men. They're supposed to be able to protect me. But the only thing they could do is look in horror and look in fear. So just her having to process that while her naked body is out there being roasted by the sun, which was pain to her body, and looking at her brothers that's supposed to be her protector, no help at all. These things will destroy anybody. Who's going to come from that kind of experience with a sane mind? Go ahead.
The slave owner would take the knife, plunge it into her abdomen.
While all these brothers are watching. Go ahead.
And cut her belly open.
So what was the purpose of doing this? Is to cause us to accept his inhumane, expectations, to turn us into Negroes. I have to do this. I have to destroy your process of righteousness. I have to destroy your process of common sense and turn you into a bunch of wild jackasses. This is how he did it. Go ahead.
Then he would pull the unborn baby out of this dying mother and throw its helpless life to the ground.
Imagine how brothers feel watching this. That could have been one of their sisters. That might have been one of the brothers' wives because she was pregnant. She was pregnant from one of the brothers that was standing there watching her being butchered, watching his own child get it sliced out of his wife's stomach and was able to do nothing. Him and his brothers forced there to watch that. What kind of mentality you going to have surviving that? Damn. We are supposed to be damn crazy.
You can see it.
And these bastards got the nerve to call us a hate group. When we got real hate things happening like this to us. And it's still on our minds to this very day.
And you can see it, Bishop, because when they do something to one of our people, we don't do
nothing.
So you can
Only
see
thing we do is pull out a damn camera.
Right.
Talking about some world star. Mm-hmm. That's all we do.
Hey, Bishop, can I show you that we have the longevity is on us?
Yes, come on.
Real quick, hey, that video, the first video I put, scroll all the way to the bottom, first video that I put. This is going into...
When we coming back to the book, go ahead, bring that out.
Yes, sir. This is going straight into what Bishop was talking about, how the women, they all the way to today, they feel like they have no protection. So who are they going to lean on? They're going to lean on the ones that tortured them, that tormented them. That's who they're going to lean on. That's who they look at for their protection. But we got to change that. Okay? Watch this video right quick. This is just to preface it. This is what do you call it? Clubhouse. And this is a bunch of black women on here talking about how they enjoy calling the police on you black men so they can see you either get murdered, beat up, arrested, or all these things. Why? Because we couldn't protect them. All right, so that's why we got to change their mindsets to be able to protect them now. Go ahead and play that video real quick.
That's something else, man. You're actually bringing out what we just got through reading.
This is the longevity.
This is the longevity. This is the result. This is the product.
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is like we were talking about earlier. Yes, this is the product of this of these horrible experiences.
Yes, sir.
This is what we end up with.
And this is what happened for what they did from us since slavery. Go ahead.
Right. Boy, we need some therapy.
I've tried to record this so many times, and I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I don't know how to preface the video that I'm about to show y'all. I'm going to just go ahead and roll the clip, and if you need to pause while watching it, please do. But this can be something that's very, very, very triggering to some people.
No, I was wondering why no one thought.
Pause it real quick. I want y'all to also notice this is a black man listening to this clubhouse. Watch the black man's reaction. Go ahead, play.
To say and voice their opinion that when I look at these white men, they are the epitome of masculine, and watching some of these police officers manhandle these black men in the street.
Stop right there. Y'all hear what the black woman said? She said the white man is the epitome of masculinity. Mm-hmm. All right? Meaning that you black men is weak. You have become weak. They're not looking for you for protection no more because of what happened to us.
Right. This is what you call battered wife syndrome.
Right.
You beat the living hell out of her and she fall in love with you. Right. There's a Stockholm syndrome and all those other things that's wrapped up into it. Because that's what he's been a terror so damn much to our people. They said the only way that we can kind of get some kind of niceness out of him is just love the hell out of him. Love him while he's beating us. Maybe he will beat us. Maybe he'll give us 39 licks rather than 40.
Maybe he'll beat us softer. That's conditioning through violence.
And this makes me feel some type of way because I'm reading the rest of it. It says, manhandle these black men in the streets is very attractive. That's attractive to the black woman?
That's what they become.
That's attractive?
There you go. That's something else. Wow.
To see your sons, to see your nephews, to see your husband get beat down in the street by the police or the so-called white man, that's attractive?
Right. They tapped into some damn erotic foolishness in the black woman.
Right.
They want to see violence. That's what Esau do. Esau beat up and cut up people that didn't have sex on top of their dead bodies. And it done made the black woman like that kind of thing, like to see violence and all of that. And she get turned on by watching the brothers get the living daylights beat out of them.
Knee on the neck.
And knee on the neck and all that. That's showing you that they have completely turned the black woman's mind around.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead, guys. A little bit more. Go ahead. Not too much longer.
Very attractive, and it's a turn on, And I'm wondering, does anybody else feel like that?
Wow, that's a white woman. I know it's a black woman, but that's a white. That's a black woman with a white woman's mind.
Yeah, she been reprogrammed.
She's Carolyn Bryant. What the hell is this? She's Carolyn Bryant.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Y'all off the chain, okay?
Wow.
Yes.
Every 18 minutes, Black Lives Matter goes on sleep.
That's what's up. I think we can get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Now, when she said Blue Lives Matter, that's the thing about the police. But she ain't talking about Blue Lives Matter in terms of black men being on the police force. She's talking about white master.
Because that's what they started off with.
That's what they're talking about, white master. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's the same thing if you watch that. I should have, if I'd have known this, I'd have queued it up. Yes, sir. The movie called Uncle Tom, Goodbye Uncle Tom. There's a section in there where the white man was raping the black woman, and the black woman was a virgin. And he wanted a virgin, and she said that he got with her, and he said, "Mammy," he called the black woman that brought the virgin to his room. He said, "This ain't no damn virgin." Right. He said, "Who told you to bring this damn black slut?" He cursed out and all of that. Get out of my bed and all of that. And she come crying out of the bed, telling us, "Please, master, please take me. Please take me, take me, take me." Mm-hmm. Thank you, master. Please pleasure me, master. Damn. That kind of thing, because he did not want her, or he did not want her anymore. Right. And she felt distraught. And then he said, the narrator of the film said, "Don't you want to be with your own black man?" Mm-hmm. And her response was, "Black man? No, I don't want to be with the black man at all. No, no." That's the kind of programming they have for our sisters.
That's these women right here on this.
That's
video.
what we're talking about. And a lot of this mentality is in a lot of sisters. Hey, where's that scripture at? Come on, bring that Isaiah out, man.
32 and
read that
9.
thing. You'll be holding it up there. You got your
sir.
finger on the trigger.
Yes, sir.
Bring that thing out.
Read that. 32 and Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9.
You got it?
Go ahead. You got it. I got it. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Because read that from the top again.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Because these women are at ease in these last days. Esau has been feeding them. Okay. When you look at welfare, okay, everything points in the direction of the woman. Mm-hmm. Okay. The good jobs. Right. Okay. All these programs are designed to help the woman to come up over the man. Read that from the top again.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Uh-huh.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Uh-huh.
Give ear unto my speech.
The Lord said, give ear to my speech. Listen to what I'm telling you. Read the next verse.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail.
So the Lord basically saying it's gonna come a day when them good days gonna be over with.
The vision shall fail. You're not gonna go off into the sunset with Esau. That ain't gonna happen.
He gonna forsake you. Basically, the white man's gonna forsake the black woman.
Yeah, you sisters ain't getting the kingdom without your black man. Just remember that.
He gonna turn on y'all too, just like he turned on the black man.
And you see the word that says, ye careless women, because ye care less. You care less what's going on with your black man or your black sons and your daughters. You care less.
And that's because they've been programmed to be that way. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to keep it moving.
You mind if I go down a little
yes,
bit more?
Yes, sir. Come on. Let's get it in.
Read on.
The gathering shall not come.
So the gathering, all your bank accounts, you know what I mean, the food, everything that you would gather, that you would build up, it shall not come, the Lord said.
Right.
Read on.
Right. And you ain't going to gather. You're gathering meaning of the other nations too. You're not going to gather with Esau and hands across America, and you're going to be the black woman that's with the white man.
Right.
That's not going to. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right.
So you're not going. That ain't going to gather either. Go ahead.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
So the Lord said, be afraid. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Read on.
Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare.
So the Lord said he going to have it where you're going to be stripped.
Right.
You ain't going to have nothing.
The Most High going to bring you back to your senses. That's what he's saying.
And then you're going to rely on the black man.
There you go.
In these last days.
Right.
And some sisters understand that. A lot of sisters have come into this truth and they've repented. And they're getting their minds right. But for the rest of our sisters that still got this Babylonian mindset, you got a rough, rude day coming. Okay?
Right.
Just be mindful of that.
Right. Like the one that's on this clubhouse right here.
Exactly. Go on.
Read the rest of that, and I end it here.
Yes, sir. And gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Because destruction coming, famine coming. The Lord said, our women gonna be they're gonna be lamenting. They're gonna be going through it. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to rely on your job. This economy gonna crash.
So your doctrine and your degrees, your education
that ain't gonna mean nothing in the last days.
Right.
You gonna need to come with your people, like the scriptures say, gather yourselves together. You're gonna have to gather yourself with the black men that the Lord put up in these last days.
That's the reason why Isaiah 4:1 says what it says. Because when that day come, they're gonna be like, take away our reproach because we were so damn mean and evil to you.
Exactly.
Right. Careless as hell.
I'm done, Bishop.
Okay, all praises. Is there
more
more in that video?
A little bit more, y'all.
Okay, come on.
You don't even breathe in my direction. I will start crying and I will call the police.
Damn.
I love
you heard her, Bishop? I don't want to stop it. Go ahead.
I love calling the police. I love it because they tighten up.
No, don't rewind it. No.
Don't
keep it right there. Keep playing.
Keep playing.
I love calling the police on. I love it because they tighten up. They turn into a whole different person when they're telling to run. Right.
Look at the black man. Look at his eyes. These are all black women. Look, it's all black women on
His mind got to be fried right now. Hold it. Pause it. He's looking at. He said, "What the f? All my women hate me like that." A lot of men are living in households with this kind of mess going on.
With that type of woman.
With this kind of woman. Some men are living in this kind of condition.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word